Welcome to the Laboratory, a video series brought to you by Miracles Innovation Labs.
Hello, welcome to the Laboratory video series. I'm Manoj Tyagi from IoT and Cognitive Practice at Miracle Software Systems. In the recent past, we have seen a lot of our users migrated from desktop or laptops to now tablets and smartphones to perform their daily operations. Now we have users who want to use chatbots to interface with multiple systems using natural language processing, or users who want to just talk with the system, which means users sending voice commands and receiving voice feedbacks in natural language. Most of us use devices like Amazon Echo or Google Home and many more similar devices for the same purpose. Today I'm going to talk about how chiefs of an organization can use Amazon Echo Dot or Alexa as their personal assistant and ask for vital information in natural language. We will also be talking about how to integrate Amazon Alexa skills with SAP NetWeaver Gateway. The agenda for this presentation will be explaining our use case that we picked for this demo. We will also explain the logical reference architecture. There we will be talking about the major components of the solution and how those components are integrated with each other. We will also be sharing some of the recommendations to follow when you create such Alexa skills. In our demo, the end user will be one of the chiefs of an organization. And the name that we picked for our Alexa skill is Taylor. So we will do a quick walkthrough of the dialogues between our chief and Taylor, which is our skill. And at the end, we will show you the actual demo. To demonstrate this feature, I'm taking the use case of CFO of an organization. The CFO want to pull, let's say, 3 sets of information. He want to get the current cash flow balance for the organization. He want to pull the account payable balance. And let's say if it is an online retail business, he want to get the order summary report for that day. Now all the numbers and figures for these 3 questions will be pulled from some enterprise system of record application. And we are going to do it by integrating our Alexa skill backend, which is also hosted in AWS cloud, with the RESTful APIs exposed by SOR applications. Now, before we allow our user to pull any of this important information, we want this user to be authenticated. For that, we will also add an authentication step where user is going to provide the passcode as voice command. And once the user is successfully authenticated, only then the answer for the questions will be provided. Let me explain you the logical architecture for this solution. Starting from your left to right, I have an end user who will issue the voice commands and receive the voice responses through Amazon Alexa. Now all the voice commands that are issued by the user will be processed by Alexa Skills Kit hosted in AWS Cloud. The Alexa Skills Kit processes this voice data and extract the intent and entity and feed it to the Lambda function. Now before I proceed, let me explain you what the intent and entity really means. Now any command that our user is sending is going to be in natural language. Now the natural language processing engine needs to use its machine learning algorithm and fetch the right intent of this user and provide it to the Lambda function so that it can take appropriate action on it. Now the Lambda function that we created is written in Node.js, and the logic for this solution is having 3 main parts in it. Number 1, recognition. This piece is responsible to check what the user's intent is and what appropriate action need to be taken. Then SAP access layer. This piece will be responsible for integrating with the SAP system. And for that, it is invoking the RESTful APIs that are exposed through SAP NetWeaver Gateway. And the third piece is the data access layer. The Lambda function in our scenario is interfacing with the NoSQL database. And the database will have details like SAP REST endpoints, user dialog history, and user logon credentials. Now, along with all 3 major parts, we also added logic for session management that will allow the user to stay authenticated throughout the chat session with Amazon Alexa. And finally, the Lambda function will form the appropriate response and will send it back to Alexa. And then Alexa will speak it out. Let's talk about some of the best practices or design recommendation to follow when you create such Alexa skills. Now, first one is understand your customer. Now, any software solution that we develop, or for that matter, any product we make, we must keep our target customer in mind. In our scenario, we know that our end users are going to be chiefs of the organization. So we need to make sure that our skill is easy, it is fast, it's robust, and most important, we are using proper language. Then security. Here we know that anyone can issue voice commands to Alexa. So you should consider putting the right security feature depending on what type of information you are sharing with your users. Now in our case, we know that user may ask for some critical information about the organization. So we did put a second level of authentication where user will provide the passcode before Amazon Alexa answers any question. And we will also show you the same in our demo. Then guided conversation or the conversation flow. Now, most of the Alexa users may notice that chat session with Alexa are very short-lived. Sometimes you get chance to ask only one question and the session ends immediately. Now, you may need to consider here that Alexa ask a follow-up question before you end that session so that your user gets a little bit more time. Especially in our scenario, we know that our users might need some time to frame their next questions. And last but not the least is keeping your enterprise in mind. For example, integration. We all know that Alexa is not going to answer all of your question on its own. We need to integrate our Alexa skills backend with the specific enterprise applications. And you need to make sure that the right integration is done with the right security in mind and make sure that all the implementation is also reviewed by your governance committee, etc. Now, one more aspect that we recommend is creating a dialog model that will explain your end user's experience. Now, for this, you can consider any happy path scenario that explains the chain of command and responses between your user and Amazon Alexa. Now, this will definitely help you. It will speed up your process of understanding the system and the data flow. Now, in our case, we have the CFO of an organization asking certain questions to Alexa. So the first command is user saying, Alexa, ask Taylor. Now, this will be the wake up command to Alexa, and it will also start the session with our skill. And Taylor is the name of our skill. Now, Taylor will get back and greet the user saying, hi, I'm Taylor. Please provide your passcode. Now, we want our user to supply the incorrect passcode first. So he can say 125 or 125. Now, Alexa will take that passcode, validate it, and come back saying wrong passcode. Please try again. Now, we want our user to provide the correct passcode this time. So he can say 123 or 123, which happen to be the correct passcode. So this time, Alexa will get back saying passcode 123 is accepted. How can I help you? Now, since our user is authenticated, he can go and ask any of the 3 questions that we mentioned in our previous slides. Now, the first question that user will ask is, what's our current cash flow position? Alexa will come back saying the current cash flow position is XXX million. And of course, that XXX amount is going to be retrieved from the SAP system. The second question that our user will, or the command that our user will issue is, please pull the account payable balance. And this time Alexa will respond saying, the current account payable balance is XXX dollars. Again, this XXX amount is going to be retrieved from SAP system. And the third command that user will issue is, provide me the order summary report. And this time, Alexa is not just going to pull one number, but it is going to retrieve multiple numbers. So total number of orders so far are XXX. Then this is going to generate the revenue of XYZ dollars. And then they still have 20% of orders to be processed. Now, in all of those 3 responses, all the numbers are going to be retrieved from the SAP system. Then user will say thank you because there are no more questions he has. And then Alexa is not going to just terminate the session. We want to keep the conversation on. So Alexa will come back saying, sure, let me know if there is anything that she can help with. When user says no, only then Alexa will say have a great day and terminate the session. Now it's time to show you the demo. I have created a short 1-minute video for the same. So let's start the video. Alexa, ask Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. Please provide passcode.
125,
Wrong passcode. Please try again.
123.
The passcode 123 is accepted. How can I help you?
What's our current cash flow position?
The current cash flow is 25 million.
Please pull our account payable balance.
The current account payable balance is $800.
Provide me the order summary report.
The total number of orders so far are 3,500. This is going to generate a revenue of $32 million. We still have 20% orders to be processed.
Thank you.
Sure, let me know if I can help with anything else.
No.
Have a great day.
Thank you for watching The Laboratory, a video series brought to you by Miracles Innovation Labs. For more on innovation, please visit miraclesoft.com/thelabs.